What's up? It's your boy Rebelpoc. And if you just tuning into this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, hit the notification. Boom! That way you can get all my new videos as they drop. And you know me, I stay on some other shit. So just make sure that you hit that notification. And we're going to get right into it. So I got a video I'm ready to let y'all look at, right? And this just got to do with T.I., Candice Owens, and a couple other people when they had that they had a town hall maybe a couple weeks ago. And I find it interesting because Candice Owens was making good leeway with what she was saying. It was actually on point. And I keep hearing her name. I keep hearing people saying she ain't shit. But when I hear her, when I see her talk, what she says to me sounds great. I like what she says. I never heard her say anything that I didn't like or anything that sounded like she was just out here doing and saying anything. So anyway, I stumbled across the video and I looked at it and I noticed that everybody on the stage was going at her. Like, you ought to see it. They was going at her. So I'm thinking, oh, this bitch must be talking crazy. How the way they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't letting her get one word. She just say one thing and they just and like start going in on her. So I'm like, oh, she must be talking some crazy shit on this motherfucker for them to be goddamn acting like that. So I continue to look at it, kind of find out she not saying nothing crazy. Everything she said is true. So like, what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? They won't let her get one word out though. T.I. up there, every time she say some T.I. like, and then T.I. he want to talk so bad because he think he know everything that's going on and he just got into the shit and what's going on in life. He still don't know what's really going on. He's at the beginning stages of learning this shit. So everything, he still think everything that is the way it is not. But he still think, oh, you know, he know enough to know, no, you don't. There's a lot of stuff that you don't know, Tip. You need to go back and continue to study and leave them people alone. Learn enough before you go back and try to sit up there and talk to these people. And you saying ignorant shit too. Anyway, so your what else said, man? Think about it. So yeah, so your boy Tip was goddamn it on getting on my nerves with this stupid ass shit. You know, she making good she just coming up with, she just, you know, giving it to you real and then telling you what it is. And Tip, he want to say something so bad every time she even stop a second, he jump in. I'm like, Tip, god damn, like I fuck with Tip. He act like a fucking clown in this joint. You can see I'm ready. You can see this shit crazy. But I wanted to get on that because I'm like, yo, look. And she also said herself, this is the reason why we are what we in right now, where we at right now, because we don't hear the whole thing. We don't analyze the whole thing. We don't sit back and observe and see what's going on and then jump. We hear one thing, see one thing, we jump straight out the window. We jump straight out the window. Motherfuckers say, hate Trump, don't like Trump. He did this, he did that. We ain't even see the whole speech. We just go and just heard he said that, this, and that's that. That what he said. That was the whole speech. We ain't gonna go listen to the speech and what he said and how he said it. Just because he said that don't mean he said it like that. But you let CNN and Fox and different media posts, you let them tell it. That's the way he's saying it. And us, we not doing research. We just on Instagram, on social media. As soon as we see it come up and we see that that's what he said, or we all in. I can't stand this motherfucker Trump. Somebody need to get him out the chair. And then we just doing what the fuck they want us to do. Because we don't think for ourselves. We don't think for ourselves. It's common sense that I ain't never seen these many white people hate another white motherfucker in my life. Never seen this many white people hate another one white motherfucker out like that, like openly, like hate him. That made me interesting right there. Like, hold on, they don't like him. Why they don't like him? I'm gonna try to figure that out. He might be cool. But anyway, Trump is fighting the same fight that we fighting, whether it's in the way we fight it or not. He's fighting the same fight we fight. He's trying to get them motherfuckers out of here. These motherfuckers, they mess with little kids. These motherfuckers done enslaved us. These motherfuckers done broke every sin that God named and something he forgot to mention. These motherfuckers, man, these motherfuckers is crazy, yo. And Trump is on our side when it comes to that. He's helping. If we didn't have Trump right now, I promise y'all we'd be fucked up. We had Hillary or one of them in there. Man, we be, you think this shit, oh my God. We probably be in some type of fucking camps or something right now. For real, y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all see this clip, man. Just see how they try to, and I want you to actually, as you look at this, actually think about what I said and just think about how what's going on is what I said. We don't pay attention and we don't sit back and analyze and get a full understanding of nothing. We jump out the window. As soon as we see something that went one way, we jumping out the window. And that's not cool. And you can see this on this video. T.I. jumps out the window. He just wants to find something. Every time he asks a question, she answer it. He got to find something else that's harder or try to make it. And then you know how motherfuckers do. You know how motherfuckers do when you ask them when they try to get you in some, or they just want you to sound fucked up in any way. So they like, oh, it's orange. You like, no, it's not orange. It's blue. They say, but it was orange before it was blue. Let y'all watch this video, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and just give me your comment. Tell me what you think. I just dropped a new video. You can check that out on the channel. Also, while you're there, hit that like, hit that comment on that video, and tell me what you think about that. I think that's it. Like I said, I got a lot of more. I got a lot of more videos for y'all, man. So make sure you hit that notification button so you can stay tuned. As soon as I drop, you hear it. You dig? Y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe. Rebel POC.
It's racism. That's what comes out his mouth when he starts.
See?
And let me tell you something. How many mass shootings by white supremacists?
And let me tell you why the black vote is the easiest vote for Democrats to keep for the last 60 years. All they have to do to get our vote. Let me tell you something. If people know what you fear, you are the easiest person to control. The Democrats have figured out that black America is emotionally responsive to the word racism. She says racism, you jump up and you start cheering. You haven't even listened to what I've said to rebut it, okay?
Cheer.
But it's the, but
100%,
wait,
the biggest issue, let me finish. The biggest issue facing black America is not white supremacy. When Trump said there were good people on both sides, he was talking about the fact that some people that were in the Charlottesville rally, and he could have paraphrased that better, he could have said something better, literally came there because they don't believe that statues should be torn down, okay? Other people came there because they were upset that amongst the people that came there to watch the statue be torn down were also white nationalists. So what he meant was there were some people that were just there using their First Amendment right. There were some people that were there to respond to the white nationalists, and a big mess happened. I'm not trying to defend him or relitigate a situation. I'm saying that being hung up on that is allowing you to not look at an administration that is tackling so many issues in black America right now. I do not consider myself a Republican. I definitely am not a Democrat, but Trump woke me up. I used to be liberal. Trump woke me up to the idea that we're being manipulated by the word racism every 4 years.
So wait.
They call everybody racist.
All right. We're gonna get into this because what I'm concerned about is how is that any different than the fear that Trump has created in poor whites? The fear that Trump has lifted in poor whites, that black people and poor urban people are their problem.
Right. When did Trump ever say that? That's a fallacy. When did Trump ever say black people are the problem?
Make America great again. That's when he said it.
Guys, that
but
was
I'm not on the panel, so
that
I
was
want to make
Ronald
sure.
Reagan's slogan. Was that racist when Ronald Reagan had it as a slogan?
Yes, what time?
It was.
Yes, let me ask you.
So that
please
slogan
answer
is
this.
racist.
Please answer this. I have a question.
So-
I have a question.
so wait,
please,
wait. Tip,
please just
Tip,
allow me
before
just
you-
one outburst. Please. I have a question. When you say make America great again, which period are we talking about? The period when women couldn't vote? The period when we were hanging from trees?
I'll answer.
Or like the crack era? Which period in America are you trying to make America like
So
again?
I actually think that I would totally rock a hat right now that said "Make Black America Great Again" because Black
No,
America.
make America.
Before,
We're talking
that's
about
not
make
the hat.
America.
But
That
that's
wasn't the
not-
question.
I am answering your
Which
question.
period was America great? I had a question for both of you young ladies, and you and Candice, we spoke many times, and you're a brilliant young lady. But my question to you is, how is it that you can support yourself? I mean, that you can support and align with a constituency that will not denounce white supremacy? So that means your son or daughter, or or any of your brothers or any of your family members, if they are caught out there by a policeman who is in a covert, undercover white supremacist and get gunned down, this constituency will have absolutely nothing to say about it.
Please let
So
me
how
answer
can
this
you
question.
support that?
Please
That's
let me
what I
answer
don't
this
understand.
question.
And we can't, and although what you're saying is a lot of the things that you're saying are absolutely factual, a lot of the things that you're saying have merit, but I can't even get to that before I address
I will address
the
it right now.
disregard
I will address
for young
it right
black
now.
lives.
I love
and
it.
we will not
I love
speak
it.
up on it at all.
Love this question. I will address
All of the
it.
things
Ti,
that you
I love
spoke
it.
on, from opportunity zones.
I love that
to-
we're talking about white supremacy.
Okay,
I'll
excuse
answer
me.
the question.
I say, excuse me. I didn't interrupt you. If I may. You talking about opportunity zones, and I will never have anything negative to say about the financial benefits, the tax breaks that come from the Republican Party. I'm a rich person, and
You
I
white folk
appreciate.
rich.
You dig what I'm saying?
I'm Negro rich.
Hey, listen. I appreciate all of the different tax breaks and the opportunity zone benefit, but
It's
what
called
we
a crooked clock is right twice
whatever.
a day.
You're
That's
right,
what it's
right.
called.
I get that. But what we must understand when we're talking about opportunity zone, and we're giving the credit to the person who pushed that legislation forward, which it started with Tim Scott, a black man who happens to be a Republican out of South Carolina. That's who wrote the legislation and presented it. However, the present president, if you can call him that, he did allow it to go through. But that in order to benefit from opportunity zones, you have to have capital gains taxes. It ain't many black people in these opportunity zones
But they
that
have
have
jobs.
capital gains taxes
The
to
jobs.
be able to reap the benefits of these things. Therefore, it will be billionaire corporations, other people who ain't from these communities, coming in here building shit that we don't need, doing shit that don't help us, but they do that so they can shelter their taxes. Now, I've been investing in opportunity zones all my motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be damned if anybody gonna benefit from it, and it ain't gonna be me. So, but I actually know the need of the community. You have these systems in place, but the people who have the most ability to take advantage and who are readily able to take advantage are the people who have absolutely no genuine interest to do anything to support this community that they're coming into. There's no real tangible investment. They're just doing it to shelter their tax dollars.
So thank you, Tip. Well, hold on, Katrina. I want Candice to talk about your first point, and then Katrina, you respond to the second point.
All right, so to tackle the white supremacy thing, your question was a fallacy because you said you insinuated that he has not denounced white supremacy.
He hasn't.
Somebody please, go to his Twitter feed right now. Right now,
He
go
said,
back to
"Who
the
is the
shootings."
KKK?
He said, no, because we got to tell the truth. I do
said,
not
"Who
stop.
is the
Don't,
KKK?"
now you're cutting me off, right? There we go. Now we're even.
What he said was that.
So listen.
What he said was that there was good.
No.
on both
Let me
sides
finish.
of white
Stop.
supremacy. That's what
Because
he
you guys
said.
are so
That's
hung
not what he
up
said.
on
That's not what
Charlottesville,
he said.
and nobody heard the entire clip. I want to talk about why we get manipulated. I'm being serious, guys. I'm not even trying to make this like a contentious moment, because this is literally why Black America loses right here. Because we
we're
allow
stupid?
people. with cameras to go hear a host speech like they do this to me all the time.